Hi guys, Luke Jones here from DartsMad, and I'm here with my first interview of 2021, and today I'm joined by PDC ranking winner Joe Murnan. How are you, Joe?
Not too bad, Luke. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm really good, thanks. First and foremost, I just want to say a massive congratulations on regaining your tour card last week at the first time of asking.
Thank you. It was a bit nerve-wracking, but I put the hard work in, so I got there at the end.
Yeah, obviously you had to go to Q school last week because you lost your tour card at the end of last year by not qualifying for the Worlds. You lost in the last decider in the World Championship qualifiers in the very last game to Kieran Tian. How disappointed were you losing that game and knowing you'd have to go back to Q school?
I was devastated, but I knew I was starting to improve as well, so I fancied myself at Q. My missus had to console me when I got home. I didn't let anyone else see, but I was absolutely gutted.
Yeah. You obviously came through Q school in 2019, the last time you won your card. Did that experience give you confidence that you could go there and do it again?
Experience always helps, but to be fair, when I got through in 2019, I wasn't even playing well. I just got lucky. It was a lot harder Q school this time than the previous.
Yeah, because obviously you had this time round you had the last 128 instead of the 512, didn't you? You obviously had stage 1 and stage 2 when you joined the stage 2.
Yeah, well, what happens there is you get in the best 128 really, because have either been, where in previous years you get in an easy draw early doors. Not disrespectful to other players, but when you're playing the best 1 to 8, it is the best 1 to 8.
Yeah. On day 1 you beat Ryan Harrington, Robert Owen, but then you went down in round 3 to Chaz Bastow, who just missed out on a card in the end. You played some solid stuff, so despite losing, were you happy with the level you were playing at?
Well, my game's improved quite a lot. I think my bad games now are still 90 plus.
Yeah.
My normal game I feel is around 94, 95 average, and then my good game is 100 and above.
Yeah.
So I know I'm playing well.
You made a big move on day 2 with the run for the last 8. You produced brilliant performances in round 1 and round 2. You averaged 100 and 101, beating Jamie Clark and Kevin Burness respectively. You went down 6-4 in the end to Alan Suter in the quarterfinals, but that put you in a great position after day 2. What's your feelings leaving the venue that day?
I still knew I needed work to do that, but at the same time, I was confident because I've been in this situation before. So I was confident that if I didn't get through on the day, I was going to get through on points. So I was always confident.
And that's the good thing about Q School, and you've got the Order of Merit. And there was 13 spots of the Order of Merit this year, so you still had a good chance.
Yeah, with every player what beat me as well, apart from Chaz Barstow, got a tour card.
Yeah.
So every game I played was really, I was playing the best players as well.
Yeah. On day 3, you played some superb stuff again. You beat Gavin Carlin in round 1. Gavin obviously just lost his tour card as well. You averaged 97.5 there. Then you beat Matt Clark with a 95 average. Then you came through a mammoth battle with Scott Mitchell, where you come through a 6-5 with a 98 average. You lost to John Brown in the last 16 with a 91.5 average. But did you think, I've done enough now?
I did believe I'd done enough by then, but I think I'd just run out of energy as well, because all my games have been grueling. I've not had it where I can go out and average 85 and win. I've had to average over the 94 mark to win my games.
Yeah.
And I just think it caught up with me at end after 3 days. It's a long trek.
Yeah. So, and they are long days, and they're obviously nervy as well.
Well, yeah, like when I go to Bolton, there's not as much pressure on that now. I've got my tour card. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's still pressure because you're playing the best players in the world, but it's nerve-wracking because you've only got them 4 days to do it in.
Yeah.
Where I've got.
You still there, Joe?
Yeah, still here, mate.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. On the last day, then you beat Alan Suter in round 1 before going down to Scott Williams 6-4, despite averaging 98. You did, however, do enough on the first 3 days to secure another 2 years on the Pro Tour. What were your feelings after those 4 grueling days?
I just wanted to get home. I didn't sleep well while I was there either, so I was absolutely goosed. I just wanted to get home to my family and have a chill night before Bolton.
Yeah. After you went out in, I think it was the second round, did you know you were through, or is it a bit of a nervy wait?
I was pretty sure I was through, but it could have gone wrong mathematically, but it'd have to take some freak to actually do it.
Yeah.
Because my points couldn't end anyway, didn't it? So
yeah,
I think I was safe. Same as Alan Sousa was always safe. I don't think he was that bothered about the game I played him, to be fair. But obviously both put 100% in, but I think he knew he had his card, and I think I knew I had mine as well.
Yeah, that's it. When you know you've got enough, when you've got your tour card, you do probably take it a bit easier than you relax a bit and.
Well, I said that I still averaged 98 and lost, so you know what I mean. I didn't take it easy on Scott Williams. He just played really well. He had 100 after himself.
Obviously, last year it was hugely disrupted by the pandemic, and there was only 4 of 13 Euro Tour events. Do you feel slightly hard done by, because the Euro Tour events are obviously the bread and butter, it's where you can make serious money, and they could have helped you regain your tour card.
It's the same for every player, though, isn't it? Really. I was just gutted more on the money aspect because I wasn't bringing money in, so my missus has had to support us really. And it's been hard times, to be honest with you. So I'm indebted to her, and I need for a treat when I do win some money.
Well, I bet she'll be on your case now going into Bolton.
She's my biggest fan. Her and my mum, my biggest fans, and you know I'm just gonna keep trying.
And it is so important having support like that behind you, and especially when you're on the road a lot.
Like I said, Emma's supporting me financially. My mum and Dave, when going to tournaments and stuff, because it's expensive and you're not making any money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all right looking at the players what make thousands and thousands, but if you do get players, if they're not making money, it's hard work.
Yeah. It may not have been the greatest year for you last year, but you did register a win over a certain Michael Van Gerwen at the Summer Series. That must have been something.
He had it coming.
That must have been some feeling, because he beat you in an earlier event last year, didn't he?
Again, when I beat him, I weren't playing well. Not as well as I am now.
No.
I'd find my chances more against anyone now than I ever have done.
I think you beat him with an 88 average or something like that, wasn't it? So.
It's a poor game, and it was when Michael was starting to play poor as well. Yeah. So I'm not looking at it as a win over him. I want to beat him when he's playing well.
It's still Michael Van Gerwen though, so I would take that.
Well, yeah, he's a god, and he's what everyone aspires to be, really.
I'm gonna take you all the way back to 17th of May 2015. I don't know if that date is stuck with you.
Yeah, it's Players Championship 10 when I won it.
When you won your your only PDC ranking title to date. You beat some decent players. You beat Stephen Bunting, Darrell Gurney, and Dave Chisner back to back to lift the title in Crawley. Is that the greatest achievement of your starting career to date?
It definitely is, yeah. But again, I'm playing better now than I was then. So I want to achieve more and do more. But yeah, that was definitely the greatest achievement I've ever had in darts.
The thing is now the standard's so unreal nowadays. You have to play at another level, don't you?
It is, but from what I saw last year, the game I'm playing now is more than good enough to compete and get myself into these late stages of floor tournaments and hopefully qualify for TV tournaments.
Yeah, and it must feel so great, not only winning a ranking title, but the players you beat en route as well.
Oh yeah, they're all great players. I mean, every one of them you just said then all play Premier League.
Yeah.
Stephen Bunton, the BDO World Champion. Dave Chisnell's been in countless finals, won countless events, and Darryl Gurney as well. He's won Grand Prix, did it twice. So yeah, it's definitely. I'm pretty humbled by it still.
You've also appeared at 2 PDC World Championships, and on your debut, you beat Andy Hamilton in round 1. You went down in round 2 to Alan Norris, but what did it feel like winning on that Alexander Palace stage, especially on your debut as well?
Well, it's up there with every dart player's dream to just get on that stage, really. I mean, we all dream bigger to lifting the title and stuff like that, but to get up there is brilliant. And beating someone like Andy, who's a well-known professional, a great player himself, was brilliant. Losing to Alan Norris, he was just on fire at the time. I didn't have any answers for him.
So you did go out in round 2, but did you leave that tournament? Well, you must have left over the moon, really. Even though you did lose in the second round, you must have been so delighted at winning the game on that stage.
Well, yeah, because it's putting your face on the map as well, and people, recognizing you that you are a dart player, not just making numbers up.
Yeah. We're gonna go back to the present now to finish off. And this week, obviously, you're going to be playing in the Super Series. What are you looking to achieve in not only these 4 days, but your 2 years on tour?
Well, first of all, I don't want to lose my tour card again. So 64. I'm not going to say I'm going to go out and batter everyone, but I'm going to make it as hard as possible for them to beat me. And I do really want to win another Pro Tour.
Yeah.
So that's a big aim over the next 2 years for me to do that, and obviously make World Championships and other TV events as well.
Yeah, and you get so many different players winning these floor events now. So you have got a chance, haven't you?
I definitely have. If I take my best game up there, I can beat anyone. I know that, and it's finally coming out now where I'm actually playing there really well.
So, do you set goals? Is there a stage where you think you can get to?
I know where I want to be, but I don't like saying where I'm going to be. I'll definitely be in that top 64. That's in my own mind, and whether I kick on from there, that's a different thing. But I believe I will do.
I'm going to finish off with one question which I ask all my guests, and I'm going to put you on the spot a bit, so I do apologize. Going from number 5 to number 1, what's your top 5 greatest players of all time?
Well, my hero was Eric Bristow.
Yeah.
So he's number 1. You've got to say Phil Taylor.
Yeah.
Was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
I like Wayne Merdle just because of his antics. I thought he were brilliant. Again, Peter Manley. It's all the old guard I like. I must admit, Peter Manley, brilliant. And you got old Stoneface John Law, him as well. But after that, then we move 5.
And what was it like playing in the same, like when Phil Taylor was still on the tour?
When Phil Taylor was still on the tour?
Yeah, because obviously he's a massive name in the sport.
I never played him, but he was always really nice, to be fair.
Yeah.
He was just class though. Every time I was watching him, he had a 9-darter here, there, and everywhere. So yeah, that was when I was first coming onto the circuit. He was just hitting 9-darters for fun. But it's the same as Van Gerwen. He does that as well.
Yeah.
I played Van Gerwen. He's nearly had back-to-back 9-darters against me. So come. When he missed, I said, "Oh, he's gone now," and he did actually go for a leg or two, and I got him back in game. But he's the one to beat, Van Gerwen.
obviously playing those kind of players as well, you must pinch yourself at times, thinking, I'm in the company of these great players.
I used to. I don't anymore. You've got to be selfish and want it for yourself. I want a piece of the pie, so I'm not bothered about them. I just want to beat them now.
You can't afford to be starstruck.
No, I treat every player the same now. I just want to beat them all.
Yeah, that's a great way to be. Thanks for coming on, Joe. It's been a massive pleasure, and obviously I wish you all the best going into the Super Series now. And I look forward to seeing you keep your tour card at the end of the 2 years.
I will do. And cheers, pal. Thanks for the interview.
Cheers, Joe.
Cheers.